All right, good afternoon. My name is Adam Sanders.
My name is Eric Tiggermenjian.
And we have the pleasure of talking to you today about AP United States Government and Politics. The first question that people are going to talk about is, well, what is that? Well, simply it's a way to be able to go more in depth and be able to teach our students not just the basics of civics and economics and how our government works, but the details. So for example, with the executive branch, they're going to learn that it's more than just the president and the vice president, but we're going to get into the details of checks and balances and what do all the different departments do and how does the Secretary of State work within a much bigger department, and how the FBI and CIA are executive agencies and what they actually do on a day-to-day basis. It's a tremendous course that kids can really learn a lot of real-life application that can help them be a better citizen in today's not only world but political climate.
And one of the biggest goals for us in AP Gov is to get the kids ready for college. And one of the main things we practice or want to get through to them is read the book, practice taking notes with the book, we have discussions in class, opinions are thrown around, we respect each other's opinions. But that's a big starting point for us in AP Gov.
So is the presentation slanted? Like, do you have to be one side of the aisle or the other side of the aisle, or is all opinions accepted here in class?
Well, all opinions are accepted in class, of course.
That's right, and that's really the main point. We want to be able to have anybody be able to get whatever opinion they want. We just want them to be able to support that opinion when they're in class. So one more question: is it two separate courses or is it a year-long course? I've heard both.
Well, I can see why there's some confusion because you're taking two separate classes, but we have them for the whole year. So the first semester you take civics and economics, and you have to take the state test for civics and economics, and then second semester is AP Gov. But we're lucky enough that we have the kids all year, so it almost feels like one class, and we get to know the students more in depth. We can, form better relationships with the students, and I think that it really pays off in the long run for them for the AP test, as well as just kind of feeling the rigor of what it's like for AP class all year.
Speaking of rigor, one of the examples that we use when we do have them, since we do have them all year, and there is a lot of advantages to that, is we'll kind of treat it like a car's transmission. During first quarter, we're in first gear. We're going to ease them into it. In the second quarter, we're going to get a little harder. We're going to start to make it feel more like an AP class. Third quarter of the year, once you hit second semester, it does get a little faster. We're up on the highway for a little bit, and we're doing a lot of AP level work. They're reading the chapter on their own, and they've got to do a lot of vocab assignments, and it really is trying to get them ready for fourth quarter. And then when you hit the fourth quarter, we're on the interstate, the car's in fourth gear, and we're moving pretty quick. But the good thing about it being year long and being in those two separate courses is we're preparing them for it. We get to teach them every step of the way, and they're fully prepared, and they can handle that more workload. And we've been really impressed with how well our kids have already done this year.
What kind of things are we going to be doing for AP work? What do we get?
That's a great question. So one of the things that we love to do is something that we like to call opinion corners. And we're going to give the kids a statement. And they're going to have to give their own opinion on should businesses be able to donate unlimited amounts of sums of money to a campaign. And then what they do is they have to write their own opinion so they're not swayed by their peers, and then get in different corners of the room, whether they strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree with that statement. And then as a group, they're going to collectively talk about, well, we believe this, but why do you believe that? And it's a great way for kids to have their own opinions, but then express it with one another in a big classroom setting in which all opinions are valued and they're respected. And it's been a great teaching tool, and the kids really enjoy it. And it's shocking how much kids can struggle public speaking, and then by the end of the year, and once we do a handful of these, they're getting a lot more comfortable in it. And this environment lends itself to these kids really learning some of those soft skills. So thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us, and look forward to seeing you next year. Thanks so much.
Thank you.